Welcome to Lighten Up, the Art of Living Clutter Free, the podcast where we tackle the literal and figurative clutter standing between you and your healthiest and happiest life. I'm Melanie, your host, coach, and guide on this journey to help you design a life that you love. Whether it's clearing out your kitchen cabinets, untangling your digital files, or letting go of the mental blocks that hold you back, we're here to make space for what truly matters. Let's lighten up together, starting now. Hey everyone, welcome back to Lighten Up, the Art of Living Clutter Free. I'm Melanie, and today's episode is all about breaking down two powerful forces that shape how we approach our goals: willpower and want power. In a previous episode, I mentioned that we'd be talking about my somewhat controversial views on willpower, and today we're diving deep into that. So, have you ever felt like you just don't have the willpower to follow through on something? This has been my whole life. My whole life, I've said I have no willpower. So, whether it's decluttering your space, sticking to a healthier lifestyle, or making a major life change, you might feel like constantly battling yourself. What if I told you that willpower isn't always the answer? What if want power, your deep personal motivation, was the real driving force you needed? That is exactly what we're talking about today. We'll explore what willpower really is, why it feels like it runs out, and how tapping into want power might be the missing piece in making lasting change. Plus, I'll share strategies to develop both so you can create momentum and reach your goals in a sustainable way. So, let's get into it. We all know what it feels like to resist temptation, saying no to the late night snack, or maybe forcing yourself to go to the gym when you didn't really feel like it, or pushing through distractions when you really need to focus on work. Willpower is the ability to control your impulses and make decisions that align with long-term goals rather than short-term gratification. Here's the tricky part. Willpower is not an unlimited resource. Research suggests that the more we use it, the more it gets depleted, like a muscle that gets tired after repeated use. But just like a muscle, it can also be strengthened with practice. Setting clear goals, planning ahead, developing good habits, all can help improve willpower. And here's something very important to remember. Willpower isn't some elusive quality you're either born with or not born with. I spent my life assuming I didn't have willpower. Like, I missed school the day they were giving it out. I couldn't understand why my girlfriends had so much willpower. The guys had so much willpower. Why didn't I? Here's the thing. It is a skill that can be strengthened over time. No one is doomed to struggle with self-control forever. It's something that can grow and evolve with practice and a whole lot of patience. Now, this may sound like we're getting into a game of semantics, but the language we use shapes our mindset and ultimately our actions. If one word resonates with you more than another, keeps you more inspired, then use that word. The way we frame our thoughts influence our emotions, and our emotions drive our actions. If shifting your focus from willpower to want power changes how you approach your goals, then that may be the key through you to making progress. Here's where so many of us get stuck. We think willpower alone should be enough. We beat ourselves up when it runs out. We tell ourselves we failed because we couldn't resist temptation. Sound familiar? Not only is this an unfair expectation, but assuming that willpower is the only way to succeed is a form of mental clutter. It adds unnecessary pressure, creates feelings of failure, and keeps us in a big cycle of self-criticism. Mental clutter, just like physical clutter, can weigh us down and make it harder to move forward. By shifting our focus to want power, we clear out that unhelpful mindset and create space for a more effective and motivating approach to reaching our goals. This is where Want Power comes in. Unlike Willpower, which is about resistance and self-control, Want Power is about desire and motivation. It's the fire inside you that makes you want to take action, not because you should, but because you deeply want the end result. Want Power shifts your mindset from restriction to motivation. Instead of relying on pure discipline, you tap into the emotional and psychological reasons behind your goal. When you truly want something, when your reason is strong enough, willpower becomes less of a struggle because your actions align with your deepest desires. Let's take weight loss for an example. If you're constantly battling cravings and forcing yourself to make the right choices, you're leaning heavily on willpower. But if you shift your focus to why you want to lose weight, the purpose of your journey, maybe you want to feel more confident, more comfortable in your own skin, love the clothes that you wear, have more energy, less knee pain, set a healthy example for your kids. All these are the things that build Want Power. And when that Want Power is strong enough, it makes resisting temptation feel less like a fight and a lot more like a natural choice. So another reason willpower can feel unreliable is decision-making fatigue. Decision fatigue happens when we make too many choices throughout the day. This depletes our mental energy and it makes it harder to resist temptations or stay focused on our goals. Think about it. All throughout the day, we have to make decisions associated with getting dressed, what we eat for breakfast, how we get to work, what we have for lunch, the work itself, our break, the work itself, the commute home, the work is on our mind. All of these decisions just keep coming at us. And if you've ever felt exhausted after a long day and reached for fast food or ordered in instead of cooking a healthy meal, decision-making fatigue might be at play. So closely related is analysis paralysis. When overthinking keeps us from taking action, maybe you wanted to start exercising but spent weeks researching the perfect routine instead of getting started. The key to overcoming both analysis paralysis and decision-making fatigue is simplifying decisions and focusing on forward momentum rather than perfection. We'll be exploring both of these topics in much greater depth in future episodes, so please stay tuned. Now, let's reflect and come up with some action steps. This is a great time to pause the show, grab a pen and paper, and take a few moments for this writing exercise. So if you're ready, know that writing down your thoughts can help you gain clarity, solidify your motivation, and create a tangible plan for action. So take a moment and reflect on these questions. 1, what is an area in your life where you believe you don't have enough willpower? 2, why is that area important to you? Dig deep. What is your real why and purpose behind it? 3, is your motivation strong enough to build your willpower? 4, how can you make your want power so important that you no longer need to rely on willpower? 5, how will you know when it's working for you? 6, what decisions in your daily life can you simplify to reduce decision fatigue? And 7, how can you prevent analysis paralysis and move forward with action? Write these down, sit down with them, and see what insights come up for you. If this episode resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Send me a message, leave me a comment, tag me on social media. Let me know how you're applying these strategies in your own life. Also, if there's a topic you'd like me to cover in the future, reach out. I am always open to suggestions. I have made this podcast for you. Don't forget to subscribe so you'll never miss an episode. If you're looking for more guidance, be sure to grab my free ebook, Declutter Your Mind, Transform Your Body, Jumpstart Your Journey. That's where I dive even deeper into these topics. You can also schedule a free discovery session with me to discuss your personal journey and how I can help you achieve your goals. The links are in the show notes below. Let's connect. Okay, my friends, that's it for today's episode. Build that want power, set up your environment for success, and keep moving forward. You deserve it. Thank you for tuning into this episode of Lighten Up, the Art of Living Clutter-Free. I hope you found a spark of inspiration to help declutter not just your space, but your mind and life as well. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who could use a little lightness in their life. Remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about progress. Small steps lead to big changes, and I'm here to help you every step of the way. For more tips, resources, and ways to connect, check out my website, follow me on social media, and don't forget to check out the Design Your Healthy Life Strategy program to take your transformation even further. Until next time, keep letting go of what no longer serves you and making room for what truly lights you up.